The Galactic Council's decree had been absolute. Earth was quarantined. No contact. No interference. The primitive humans were deemed too violent, too unpredictable, too dangerous for civilized society. For 3 centuries, this law had been upheld without question. Ambassador Zethkri of the Valorian Empire stared at the emergency session's holographic display, his 4 eyes blinking in disbelief. The evidence was undeniable. 17 different species' offspring had been detected on the Forbidden World, all living among the humans undetected. "This is unprecedented," Chancellor Vextu announced to the assembled delegates. "Our youth are not just visiting Earth, they're thriving there." The first breach had been discovered by accident. A routine deep space patrol had detected Valorian biosignatures from Earth's surface. What they found defied everything they thought they knew about humanity. Young Kyalinth, barely past his second molting, had crash-landed on Earth 5 cycles ago. Standard protocol demanded immediate extraction, but when the rescue team arrived, they found something impossible. The human settlement had not only helped repair his ship, but had offered him sanctuary when he explained he was fleeing arranged military service. "They gave me a name," Kyalinth had reported to the stunned council. "Jake. They said I could be whoever I wanted to be here." The investigation that followed revealed a hidden network spanning the globe. In Tokyo, 3 young Christecs worked as special effects artists, their natural shape-shifting abilities making them celebrities in human entertainment. The humans believed it was advanced technology. In the Amazon rainforest, a group of young Silthri refugees, fleeing their world's ecological collapse, helped human scientists develop revolutionary conservation techniques. The humans thought they were working with prodigies who had unprecedented understanding of plant biology. In Iceland, 2 young Frostborn, exiled for refusing their species' traditional warrior culture, had become renowned geothermal engineers, using their innate understanding of extreme temperatures to help humans develop sustainable energy. Dr. Sarah Chen, a xenobiologist who had unknowingly been working alongside alien refugees, testified via secured transmission. "We thought Chris was just incredibly gifted with thermal dynamics. She revolutionized our geothermal research. When we learned the truth, honestly, it didn't change anything. She's still our colleague, still our friend." The council chambers erupted in heated debate. Ambassador Zethkri stood, his voice cutting through the chaos. "Our own children are choosing exile over returning home. Perhaps the question isn't why they're hiding on Earth, but what they're running from." The evidence was overwhelming. Every species represented had youth fleeing oppressive traditions, forced military service, arranged marriages, or rigid caste systems. Earth, the supposedly savage world, had become a sanctuary for those seeking freedom. Commander Thale, head of the Enforcement Division, slammed his appendage on the podium. "These humans are dangerous. They're corrupting our youth with their chaos." "Their acceptance," corrected Ambassador Zethkri quietly. The breakthrough came when young Lirash, daughter of a prominent reptilian senator, testified remotely from Earth. Her testimony was broadcast across the galaxy, watched by billions. "I was dying," she said simply, her translated words carrying across the vast chamber. "My parents had arranged my marriage to unite 2 trading houses. I would have been a political token, not a person. When my ship malfunctioned near Earth, I thought it was the end. Instead, it was the beginning." She paused, looking directly into the camera. "The humans didn't ask what I could do for them. They asked what I needed. When I said I wanted to learn, they gave me books. When I said I wanted to help, they showed me their hospitals. I'm a doctor now. I save lives, human and otherwise. Every being who finds their way here is welcomed not for what they are, but for who they choose to become." The silence in the council chambers was deafening. Over the following hours, testimony poured in from across Earth. A young Aquarian who had escaped forced military conscription now helped humans understand ocean conservation. A group of young metalloids fleeing their world's industrial slavery had revolutionized human manufacturing while learning about workers' rights. But perhaps most shocking of all was the testimony from Dr. James Morrison, a human physician in Seattle. We've known for years that some of our colleagues, friends, and neighbors weren't exactly typical humans, he said with a slight smile. But you know what? They're good people. They help their communities. They contribute. They're part of our family now. He looked directly at the camera. If your young people are finding sanctuary among us savage humans, maybe you should ask yourselves what that says about your own societies. The final blow came when the data analysts presented their findings. Every human community that had secretly harbored alien refugees showed decreased crime rates, increased technological innovation, and higher social satisfaction indexes. The aliens weren't corrupting human society. They were enriching it. Chancellor Vextu called for order as the council dissolved into chaos. Representatives argued, shouted, and demanded action. Some called for invasion to retrieve their youth. Others demanded answers about why their own societies were producing refugees. Ambassador Zethkri stood again, his voice carrying the weight of truth. We banned contact with Earth because we deemed humans too violent, too chaotic, too dangerous. Yet our children flee to them for safety. They find among humans what they cannot find among us: acceptance, opportunity, and the freedom to choose their own path. He gestured to the data streaming across the displays. Every species here has youth hiding on Earth. Every one of those young beings has found something there they couldn't find at home. Perhaps it's time we stopped asking what's wrong with humanity and started asking what's wrong with us. The vote was close, but the decision was unanimous in its implications. The quarantine would remain, but for different reasons now. Earth wouldn't be protected from the galaxy. The galaxy would be protected from the uncomfortable truth that sometimes the supposed savages were more civilized than their civilized neighbors. As the council adjourned, Ambassador Zethkri looked one last time at the image of Earth rotating slowly on the display. Somewhere down there, young beings from across the galaxy were learning that home wasn't where you came from. It was where you were accepted for who you chose to be. The humans, it seemed, had been teaching that lesson all along,